Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're back for yet another top MLM fails video. Excuse my face, I know my dark circles and my bags underneath my eyes were probably never worse than they are today, but I went out last night, it was my friend's birthday, and I slept for only 4 hours. So that's what we're dealing with today. And not just today, this whole week, because today I'm recording 3 videos for the whole week. And unfortunately, today we have some clips from Debbie. She's one of the top reps from Arbonne. I've covered her multiple times on my channel. She has a daughter named Brooke, who's in her mid-20s, and Brooke has joined Arbonne, of course, as well. And she is, of course, successful. Sometimes they do live streams together with one another, and I've covered a few of those in the past. So if you're a regular on my channel, you're gonna recognize Debbie. She likes to yell at people in her podcast and everywhere else, really, but yeah. Before we get into the video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. That's a nice free way that you can support my channel if you would like. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys for being here. Other than Debbie, I have Megan from iGenius. So we're just gonna start with her.
If you are someone who thinks that they fret and stress out over minor inconveniences a little bit too much, you need to start trading. There is literally nothing on this planet that will build your emotional stability and emotional maturity more than trading will. Like, shit that used to stress me out just doesn't stress me out anymore, because I know one win can take out all losses, and this also works with life. Long story short, if you're into personal development, if you're into being the best version of yourself, and if you're into making a buttload of money, just start trading.
Megan never ceases to amaze me, doesn't she? But this is not the worst that we've seen from her. But I mean, I'm sure there are other things in life that you can do to stop stressing too much. I used to be a person who stressed out over everything. And if I didn't have a reason to be stressed, I would make up a reason. It just runs in the family. My grandma was the same. And then I noticed on myself that I'm the same. And I was like, I don't want to do this. And it took me a lot of work on my mindset, on my view on life, therapy, all those good things, good stuff that you can do. And I dare to say, I really don't stress over small things anymore. I have made such good progress in that sense without trading, Megan. So believe it or not, there are other ways that are less financially risky where you can start managing your stress levels. But also, she's talking about iGenius. So she wants to recruit people into her iGenius team. And from what I've seen, iGenius is more about recruiting people than it is for trading. So Megan is just full of BS in my opinion. Let's just move on to the next one.
How many times have you recommended something to a friend, a family member, anyone, and got paid?
What if you could have a bit extra? What difference would that make?
You don't get paid when you recommend products to your family and friends. I mean, you get paid only if they actually buy something and if you recruit them into your team. But like, you don't get paid to share stuff on social media and to recommend stuff to people. Let's just not mix that together.
What difference would that make in your life?
Your efforts, the time you put in, the commitment, your willingness to learn, that is reflected back to you directly in dollars and cents.
I was introduced to it through a little fizz stick that ultimately changed my life. These clean products that not only give you results, but also there was an opportunity out there that could change people's lives.
The amazing thing about this business is it really does give us choices.
Your efforts and everything, nothing is reflected back in an MLM because the business model is set up so that the majority of people are gonna fail regardless of the work and efforts that they put into their business. So their business is not actually their business either. This is just full of shit. This is just a random thing that I found about Arbonne on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure this song is gonna get me copyrighted, so...
I joined Arbonne when I was 23 years old, young college student, really needing some positive, loving grounded people in my life.
And for me, I just saw that someone like me that was a school teacher could really have dreams and achieve them.
I didn't have to give up what I was doing in order for me to build this. I just had to find pockets of time to start building this around everything else I was doing.
And so at the age of 21, when I decided that you could make an income from this business on my phone, I jumped in straight away.
I loved OBGYN, but I used to think when I was working 80, 100-hour work weeks, like, what are these people doing, working out in the middle of the day? I want to do that.
Sitting at a desk in a 9 to 5, my boss coming up to me and telling me what to do, and I just had an epiphany. I just realized I absolutely hate being told what to do.
So do I, girl. And what did I do? I became a freelancer and I actually get paid for the work that I put in. And it's actually my business. I don't have a boss. I can do with it whatever I want. If you don't want to be an employee and if you want to have something on your own for whatever reason, MLMs are not the solution because you're still not your own boss. You have an upline who acts as your boss and they tell you what to do and they teach you all the systems and shit. Yeah. I think that's all. Whatever. I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Every person that looks at this thinks, how am I going to do this? I don't know anything about network marketing.
It's one win, we all win, and that's what creates this magical, incredible community.
I have a vested interest in my people succeeding. The more successful they are, the more successful I am.
Right away, I get resources, I get mentorship. I partner with a 40.
Are we recognizing some of our regular people from my channel? I mean, this was Camilla Eves, the actress, Canadian actress or whatever, and these are Wade and Sandy.
+year-old brand.
This business opportunity is real and it changes real people's lives.
And if you decide to join this business, you're gonna have an opportunity to change so many people's lives.
What could your life look like? What could your family life look like? What could your overall day-to-day be if you decided to step into the unknown and do the scary thing that could impact thousands of people's lives?
I'm gonna link the Arbonne income disclosure statement as always. It's gonna be in the description box below. You can take a look at it and you're gonna see that the majority of people in Arbonne don't make any profit, and the business model is set up so that all the money is gonna go to top 1% or less, and the founders and the majority of people are just working for free. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you're not gonna find it in an MLM for sure. And they sure hit all the buzzwords in this short video. But let's move on to Debbie and get ready because she's probably gonna yell at us.
What do you think Tyler, I'm just using Tyler as an example, will appreciate more? You looking at him and saying, buddy, I love you so much that I made sure I was home 7 nights a week to tuck you in. And when you cried, I never left your side. Or because I was willing to build my business with all that I had and love you so much and make every moment we were together count, I was not always home for every minute, but you now have your college paid for.
This one was named Lose the Guilt and Build the Dream. This is an interesting one because usually people are recruited into the MLM with the promise that, well, you're always going to be with your kids, you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, you can work from home, spend more time with your kids, so you should be able to always be there for Tyler. But Debbie is telling you that if you join an MLM, you're going to have to work and you won't always be there for Tyler.
People will tell you it's impossible. If you start doubting yourself as a result, you will find your way back on the boat. And as a result, you'll start thinking about the boat. Like, right? Gosh, if it gets a little tough, there's a boat. There's a boat waiting for me. I didn't burn it. And it will take away your energy from your mission. We operate and succeed much better without a safety net. You will perform better without an option to go back.
Okay, so I guess this one is called Are You Willing to Burn the Boats? I personally think that you should always have a plan B and probably even C, but I guess she is telling people to not have plan B and just put their blinkers on and focus on their business, which is crazy to me because, like I said, the majority of people are working for free in an MLM. The majority of people are not making any profit, and she's literally telling them burn the boats Well, she's yelling at them to burn the boats, not have a plan B or C, and just put everything into their business, into a business where they have 99% of chances of never making any profit. Also, I always say this, and I'm gonna say it again, that yelling does not equal passion. So I cannot imagine listening to a full podcast of Debbie just yelling at me.
Discipline is that bridge from where you are and where you want to level up to. Discipline is that bridge from what you're earning now to what you want to earn by year end. It's that discipline from your management title maybe now to where you want to be in a year from now. That starts with personal activity.
Discipline, sure. Yeah, discipline is very important. But when it comes to an MLM, it doesn't matter if you're super disciplined and if you are working hard on your business. If you did not join an MLM at its early stages, or if you don't have a big following on social media that you can recruit into your team, discipline, hard work, none of that matters because you're always gonna work for free.
Good is the thief of great. And I get it. There's a risk and there's fear involved. It's called change. It's expansion. It's leveling up. Most people are too afraid to let go. See, everything in life is an exchange. You must give up something to create something. You must give up the good to create the great.
Give up the good to create the great. But how does that work in an MLM though? Because if you decide to join an MLM, you're giving up the good for bad. It's going to be even worse for you, whether it's financially or your free time. You're going to have a lot less time because you're going to be trying to work this business that's never going to benefit you.
Number 5, middle class thinkers are ego driven. Me. What's in it for me? How will this help me? Maybe I'll put in the extra effort if I know that I can grow to the next level.
So she's basically saying, don't be a middle class thinker. This is something that was really frustrating for me when I was working a 9-to-5 in Ireland. Thinking about how when you earn a certain salary, you start paying 40% for taxes. I think in Ireland it was like not even that high. If you earn 36,000 a year, which is not high for Ireland, for the rent and life expenses in Ireland, that is a low salary. Or maybe it was 40 even, but 40 is not going to get you anywhere in Ireland either. Every euro above 40,000 that you are earning, they tax you 40%. That thought was a little bit frustrating because of the pricing in Ireland of everything. Everything was so expensive and it was really frustrating. If you are middle class, you're most likely going to stay middle, and there's nothing wrong. Like, what is middle class thinkers? But of course, she's trying to say you're not ambitious enough. If you think mid class, you're always going to stay mid-class. But if you want to try to not be middle class, MLMs are not the way to go, because you might even fall into like lower middle class if you keep spending money on your MLM. You're working for free, you're going into debt and whatnot, then it's just gonna make it so much worse for you. If you want to stay mid-class, if you're happy there, or if you want to get rich, go for it. But MLMs, again, are not the solution. MLMs are just gonna make everything so much more worse for you, especially financially. But here's the last clip from Debbie.
When we don't give our dreams power, we end up putting them in a box on a shelf, and we dust them off from time to time, and we think of them and we look at them, give them power. We have one life. We have no dress rehearsal. Every day breathing is a gift. Walking on this earth is a gift. Dream, because dreaming is your superpower. When we dream, we unlock our ability to receive. When we dream, our imagination goes to work. Dreaming gives us hope for the future. Dreaming is where magic happens. Dreaming awakens our greatness within. When we give our power to our dreams, we absolutely become limitless.
Again, yelling doesn't equal passion, Debbie. I did not have enough sleep for Debbie. Sure, dream, whatever. But again, coming back to the fact that she's an MLM hunt and she's just trying to motivate her downline and other people who are in MLMs to keep working their business even more than they're already working it, it's all pointless. It's all BS. So like I said, the income disclosure statement is down below. Please take a look at it if you're new. You're gonna see The majority of people don't make any profit. I'm gonna link, as always, articles from the FTC where you can read more about MLMs and how unethical the business model is, in my opinion, as well. Just please don't join an MLM. Whatever you're trying to achieve, you're definitely not gonna achieve that in an MLM, but I need a break because I have a headache, so I need to take a pill. I'm so sorry for my look today. So I'm going to wrap that one up here. Please leave your thoughts below, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget that you can support my channel in a nice free way if you would like to by subscribing and liking the video. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.